Good evening. Good evening, ladies and
What's
gentlemen.
up, my man? How are you today?
What's good, sir? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I like this. I like this shot. I want people to see your face. I want to make sure
Why?
they see your face
I'm old
because
and I'm ugly.
when you lie, I want them to actually
But
see you
then
lying.
you miss my on-air sign.
Who cares about your on-air sign, buddy?
It just says air, like I just passed air. And then look, you missed my bobblehead and my XFL car and all of that stuff. I put a lot of work into this stupid brick wall that I don't like behind me.
Whose idea was that?
You know whose idea it was.
Be careful. Be careful.
I don't care.
Be careful. Be careful what you say, dude.
Arlington, the question is the question it is.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Tonight on the show. Good evening, Dan. Hello, Robert. Arlington, there's a lot to talk about. On the show, we're going to talk about UFL news, but we actually have a very special guest coming up later on in the show, Quincy Workman, the founder and owner of the Texas Syndicate, who is now part of the new fan-driven league, the Continental. What is it called, Arlington? The Continental what?
Football League.
Yeah, it's Continental Football League. I didn't know if there was something special in there,
No, I don't think there is.
There's not. It's just Continental Football League. But we have Quincy Workman joining us later on in the show, so that should be interesting to hear from him. So, Arlington, as we saw our friend there say, what do we want to talk about? Arlington, where do we want to start to break this down?
I don't know.
There's a lot. There's a lot to break down, bro. A lot to break down on this show of what this is. All right, let's just talk about it, Arlington. We did the live reaction show, right?
We did.
And now we're seeing owner Mike Rapoli going to the different cities. He's been to all three cities, the new cities. Louisville, Orlando, and just today he was in Columbus. We were going to make the drive, Arlington, but we were like, do we really want to do 6-hour drive up, stay for 2 hours?
I had to stop you from saying,
go for it, bro.
We're going to Columbus. There was no point of us going to Columbus. No. I'm just going to keep it 100. There was no point of us going to Columbus.
Listen, we could have went. We just decided not to.
No. I'm tired of sitting there. See, and that's what I'm learning with these leagues today is that you can come on, man. You was there in 2020 when we talked with the Battlehawks marketing guys. You can't BS a BSer. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. You can't do it. That's what I'm being fed right now.
Ooh, wait.
However,
hold on. What are you? How do you feel you're being fed?
I was about to get into that. My thing was, I applaud these local outlets getting involved with these UFL teams, and I hear all of Mike Rapoli is an American success story. Yes, I've heard it all type stuff. And I'm seeing the post saying, I believe the UFL is in the right place. Mike Rapoli right now seems like he's talking a lot of BS. If you want to see, you got to show me. I'm from the show me state, man. And I even made a post to him. I said, look, if you're going to say this is going to be what it is, then you need to reassure yourself in all the other markets too. Because there ain't a lot of positives that's going on in these markets at all. And you sitting there going to Orlando, going to Columbus, going to Louisville and shaking hands and kissing babies and all that stuff. Make me a believer of you. Right now, I don't believe a word that you're freaking saying in these press conferences. Not a word. It's going to take more than talk. I understand you wanted these 20,000 seat stadiums to be a part of this league. It's going to take more than that, man. And can I really keep it a buck?
Listen, bro, you're doing it, man. So go for it, homie.
We try to reach out to Rapoli. I'm not expecting him to respond, to come on the program. We were going to send a link out to him and say, come on the show. I don't want him. Don't want him. And I get it. I'm low of the totem pole and who I work with and whatnot. Rapoli does not move me. He's not moving me to say, yo, I want to go buy tickets to go see your product. Now I get it. It's just a few months after the season was over. Rapoli don't move me, man. It just seems like it's just glossed over. Everything is glossed over. I remember a time when the the XFL, Vince McMahon's XFL, would have his own produced press conferences.
Mm-hmm.
But I applaud, like I said, I go back to applauding the local outlets for actually getting involved. I think that's a plus. It's going to take more than that.
Okay.
And then these statements that he's putting out saying that he doesn't want, and he probably just playing and whatnot. Okay. Because I'm seeing the jest side of Mike Rapoli that, because it looks like every time he says something, he wants you to believe in it, but it's like you faking it to make it seem like everything is okay when you know damn well it's not.
Right.
That's my thing with Rapoli. And I get it. They gave him full control. I looked at Russ Brandon today. Russ Brandon he's like, yeah, yo, you take it. You take the reins, man. Do whatever you need to do to make the league better. But my thing is the one word that killed all of this for me was that word development. We were back on that freaking word again. I understand. He said literally in that Columbus press conference, I want 500 guys to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, be real with yourself. Be real with the people. You're going to sit there and blow smoke. Why even involve ourselves in your product? Because what's going to happen, you're going to bring these new fans, but all these fans that was actually a part of it don't want to be a part of it. You already just gave middle fingers to the city of Houston, Texas, by removing the Roughnecks and making them the Gamblers. You didn't even want to work with it.
But Arlington, he said he did that. He changed the name because that's what he did, and that's what he watched as he was growing up. That's why. Arlington.
Okay, whoa, stop.
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
What he grew up with. Why'd you remove the divisions? Why did you remove the XFL and USFL division?
Listen, I'm a fan of that because you know how I was. I always said we should get rid of the XFL. When you change the name to the United Football League, and I know you didn't agree with me, but when you changed the name to the United Football League, this was about uniting the fan bases and uniting.
No, we unite the fan base.
Well, I mean, that's true. You got shows like ours and all these other shows that
nice
unite
hat,
the fan bases. Do what?
Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. And look, I mean, like right here, look, like Dan says right here, all united now. All united. And I like it. And I understand, Arlington, you don't, but I do like it. I mean, what was one of the big reasons a lot of people got pissed off back in 2024 when this happened?
Was the removal of 8 teams.
Well, that, and it was, well, why do we got to be divided? Now we can see who the better team, the better league is, and who's always been the better league, blah, blah,
that
blah.
Was great stuff. Why did you choose?
Okay.
I don't understand it.
Are you ready? Because what did we hear in 2023? What did we hear in 2024?
How did the 4-6 team get into the playoffs? How did the 4-6 team get into the championship game? That's not their problem. That is a competition thing, and that's not against. And if anything, why didn't the St. Louis Battlehawks beat the teams that they needed to?
Dan says this. He goes, "You're just mad because there's no more Arlington." You got him, Dan. You got him. But Arlington, let's look at it this way, right? He got you, didn't he, Arlington? He got you.
That was good.
That was good, Dan. That was good, Dan.
Check mark.
Yeah.
We got that,
Dan
man.
got you, Arlington. I love it.
Sure did.
I've only seen a few other people on this show to ever get Arlington to duck his head and start laughing. And I'm one of them, and now Dan Chandler is the other person who got Arlington to duck his head. But Arlington, even you, now Arlington, remember, even you complained. It should be the top 4 teams. It always should have been that way, but that's not how it was set up, right? Even you agree that it should be the top 4 teams. I made the argument, you know what? Look, it should have been, but the way they have it now.
You know, I might have to do that because I'll admit on this show, I do that.
You could do that. Look, I understand. In an 8-league team, you shouldn't have 2 divisions anyways, right? But like, you know, Dan says right here, I'm curious about what they're going to do in 10 games. Now, here was the good thing about having the 2 divisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to play each one of your division opponents twice, one away, one home.
Which you're supposed to do anyway, right?
Right. And then you switched it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But now how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that now?
Well, now you're going to have to determine North and South divisions at this point. And then you already pretty much got your North and South groups, right? You got Birmingham, your Texas teams, and I would throw in Orlando, and then everybody else is the North.
Okay, so kind of do it that way, but not have it as a division.
I mean, they would. You would have to, whether I get it, all 8 teams. So basically what they're taking their approach of is the WNBA. And you think I'm playing. That's literally what they do now. They don't have division play.
That is true. They don't.
They play all the teams. The top 8 records, I think, were they all play against each other in the playoffs.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's the approach they're taking. So believe it or not, yes, they actually going with a WNBA team approach for the playoffs. So y'all can't get mad now when your team stinks, or when you have 3-way ties and you're trying to figure out how in the world who's going to be the number 1 or number 2 or number 3 spot in the playoffs. But you asked for this.
Right, Arlington, and this is what I think Rapoli's doing, right? Yeah, I mean, look, Dan says here, once, and I agree, once there are the 10 to 12 team places, then they can go to divisions. I completely agree with that. I don't think they ever should have had divisions from the get-go. I think it should have always been united football. I think it should have just been the 8 teams, like in the old days in baseball. You remember in the old days, they just had the Eastern Conference and the West and the American League, right?
Well, the National League and American League has always been the case, but they did not have divisions, right? But they at least had 10 to 12 teams at the time back then.
Exactly. And what we got to remember, and as much as we want to sit here and we want to talk about, and now when you have the owner of the company, the owner of this league now coming out and saying, we are basically minor league football. Arlington, you could shake your head all you want, but hasn't it, as much as I love the UFL and I've supported this league, hasn't it basically been minor league football?
Let me get an understanding here. The Continental Football League.
It's minor league.
I guess coming in. That's minor league.
Quincy Workman. Okay.
Who could not sit here and tell me that a spring football league could not be at a professional level?
I just now noticed that they changed the name to the Gambler. I love it. All right, Gambler, go ahead.
Yeah, I did that on the slide, so you didn't know. I know.
I know. All right, Gambler, go ahead.
So sitting here right now, that God, you made me lose my train of thought just by asking me about this crap. But my thing was, I was, dang it, I hate you right now, man, because you had to say something. I was on a roll. About the divisions and stuff in place.
We're talking about
minor league. My thing about it is that when you're having a spring sport and you're playing in major cities, these are major cities that you're involved in. Okay. These aren't like you playing in Poughkeepsie, New York. You're not playing in Ithaca. You're not playing over in Lincoln. But Lincoln's a big city. You're not playing over in Jefferson City, Missouri. You're not playing in Hot Springs, Arkansas. You're playing in major cities. So why they cannot be a major team? Because that's the crap that Rapoli was talking about. Was he don't want them to be lifers. I'm like, these are all what the guys are going to have. When you talk about guys like Jordan Teamu, and you talk about guys like Luis Perez, who've been in this realm, I get it. They want NFL dreams, but this is all they're going to have, bro.
Okay.
That's my thing, man. And build on that. I get it. It's the premier league, but it should not be anywhere near what the NFL needs. Stop fooling with the NFL.
Look right here, though. Dan's got a point. Minor league is pro, technically.
I guess that's what the NCAA has done now, right?
Okay. I mean, pretty much, but here. So, Arlington, as you say that, I Google and I look up the difference between major and minor league sports. So I want to read these to you, and you tell me.
Why don't you post it up? Can you post it on the screen?
Yeah, I'll put it up as we do it. Okay.
I want everybody to see this.
Now, Arlington, and I want you to answer these questions as I read them.
If you kill my argument, then so be it.
Okay. Now, here is what it says. Major and minor league sports differ primarily in the level of competition, with major leagues featuring the best players and higher salaries, while minor league serves as a feeder system for player development. Minor leagues often have a more fan-friendly atmosphere, smaller venue, lower prices, wherein major leagues often higher stake games with star players and larger stadiums and massive crowds. Then, okay, so my first question on that, does the UFL fit in the major or minor league category?
The minor ones.
Okay, now competitive and competition in players. Major leagues consist of teams with the best players, highest skill level, and the highest salaries in the sport. Minor league features players who are developing their skills and working their way into the major leagues. Where does the UFL fit on that one? Structure and affiliation. Minor league operates as a top tier of professional play with a fixed number of teams in large markets. Minor leagues are structures with multiple tiers and levels, such as rookie, Double A, this is going into baseball, and minor league and controlled affiliates in a specific major league team. Where does that fit? Where does the UFL fit there?
Both.
Okay. So that we got one category for both. So we're at 2-1, right? Correct? 2-1. Salaries.
Okay, go back up a little bit. It says there the competition. Okay, competition players. Okay.
You said minor.
Structure and affiliation.
You said both.
Listen, structure and affiliation can be both. And the reason why I say that is because that's why I put
it at 2-1 so far.
Okay.
In the 3 questions I've asked you. All right. Question number 4, I'm going to ask you: salaries and venues. Major league consists of players and coaches are paid.
Minor. It's minor. You know that already.
Okay, so now we're at 3. Experience and atmosphere. Major leagues offer a different kind of excitement with higher stakes and a presence of star athletes. Minor league provides a more relaxed, fan-friendly environment with theme nights and interactive fan experience.
I don't know what the hell that is with the UFL.
Well, I would say it's minor league. I would say it would go into the minor category.
Go ahead. Continue. Yeah. Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we go to question number 6. Fan and venues. Features large stadiums drawing massive crowds and televised games. Minor league are played in smaller, less elaborate venues, creating a more intimate setting for fans.
The way that Rapoli said it, minor.
Okay. Now the last one, player development, right?
Well, that's a given.
Okay. Now look, even Rapoli has said it in interviews.
Yeah, I've heard him say it.
Right.
I've heard exactly what Dan is putting out there.
In 30-35, he plans to have 16.
I get that, man. But what makes it not what can it not become? So you're telling me it cannot become a major league at all, is what you're telling me, right?
Not unless they go back to your strategy where they set themselves apart, get the money to start paying the star players like they did back in the day in the 80s when they were the USFL, the original USFL was around back in the 80s, where they start getting the star power.
Everybody's scared of the NFL. I get it.
And all
Everybody's
of that.
Scared of the NFL. I get it.
And how many times have you said that over and over and over?
Everybody's scared of the NFL.
Huh?
Everybody's scared of the NFL.
But how many times have you said the way they need to be pro is they need to pay the players, pay the coaches, and develop stars? Is that not what you've always said on this show?
Always. And that could be a major group. But they're always looking at, again, it goes back to what I just said. They're scared of the NFL.
Well, I mean, everybody really is. Who is it?
And that's my thing, though. If you set apart in the spring, you're not competing with the NFL. You're not having any direct competition with the NFL at all. That's my thing. I don't mind the Continental Football League. I don't mind having these other leagues outside this professional football league or the IFA or the CFL. I don't see the CFL, bro. The CFL is a professional league. It is not a development league. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all.
So
you're not wrong at all. I mean, look, Max Duggan
not be bothered in the spring.
Right, Max Duggan, the quarterback for the Battlehawks. I was not a fan of his, right? But he's getting his shot to go play in the CFL. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Which one? Put it up. Which comment?
What was Kevin saying? Zeke could be sick, but again, even with the team ownership, that still could be considered minor because minor league teams are ran.
We're going to be interviewing Quincy Workman, who is the owner of the Texas Syndicate of the Continental Football League, later in the show. And he will tell you they are a minor league football team.
And that's the thing. They are part of a minor league. That's
right.
Where the UFL it's mattered in the spring. It's not direct competition like the CFL does or like the UFL did in the past, almost 20 years ago. That's what I'm getting at.
Dan, this is the Dan, listen. Hold on, Arlington. Dan, these are the comments that it really gets to me. Have you guys watched the CFL? Arlington has watched the CFL. He made fun of me for not watching. He's like, if you're really a football fan, you really need to watch the CFL because he said I would really like the CFL. I'm going to be honest with you. Watching a CFL game is exciting as hell. It's very exciting. Yeah, it's a little goofy at first to get used to. But let me tell you, there ain't any normal Joe that could go play up in the CFL. I couldn't go play in the CFL. Arlington couldn't go play in the CFL. I mean, there's former NFL players that can't make it in the CFL. The CFL is a great game to watch. You know? But Dan, then listen, if you think just because they're in Canada, no, because there are just certain players that don't get shots in the NFL. And that's is why we've been so supportive of leagues like the UFL and Continental Football League, even the IFA, which was a big, giant cluster screw up job, right? Was it not, Arlington? But yet,
You talking about the fact that they were doing a merger, a potential merger?
I was talking about the IFA. They still played games, and a lot of those guys couldn't make it in CFL rosters. I mean, it takes talent. I mean, we're talking to be a professional athlete, even at, you want to say semi-pro. I mean, there's a lot of semi-pro teams around here in the St. Louis area. I still couldn't go play for those teams. I mean, look, I'll give you the example. Kevin, no, they do now. Mike Rapoli does look at this league as a minor league team. As a minor league league.
He redid this whole thing. He immediately called
You have to go watch his interviews. He has been saying, we are a minor league team.
I want to put 500. I want to put 500 people in the NFL.
That's what he said. Arlington, here you go. Question: Gruden, Aviators or Orlando?
Orlando.
I'm saying Orlando also. Yeah, I'm saying Orlando.
Yes, it was.
Right.
It was a complete cluster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, one of the things, Arlington, you were talking about it, right? With Holy, what he said was, if you're in this league 4 or 5 years, then you need to go give it up somewhere else, right? Well, we just had Luis Perez re-sign his contract with the now what, Dallas Renegades again?
Yes.
Right? Okay. This guy has been around since what, Arlington, 2019 in spring football? I mean, love him or hate him, he is the king of spring football, right? I understand Rapoli's thing where he wants to, like he said, I want to get 500 guys to the NFL, right? I understand that. But you do need, Arlington, and this is where I'll agree with you, you do need certain players to build as your stars. And guys like Ta'amu, Hakeem Butler. It is. Dan, you are right. He is still trying to make the NFL rosters. I'm just saying, I think this is what gave a lot of people, as Arlington said earlier, a bad taste in their mouth by saying that. By him saying that. Is that what I'm saying? Is that what I'm getting at, Arlington? It gave a lot of people a bad taste. I mean, Kevin, you can say whatever you want. I mean, I know Arlington is not a fan of the guys right now, but again, Arlington, let me ask you this. Did you ever think 6 years ago you'd still be sitting here with me doing this show?
Let me put it differently.
Okay.
If it was the XFL, yes. Since it's not, no. You know what I'm saying about that?
Okay, I'm going to take this. Would you still think 6 years that we are taking our little small potatoes show into a different direction the way we're taking it now? With having the A-Train show on this page, with having the Outlaw Sports Talk show on this page, and then us still doing this show together.
We would have done a show together, just maybe not the X-Fan show.
No, but but what I'm saying is, I mean, look.
I still kept going.
You think so? Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and see, Dan, that's what we're saying. We're not bagging on him. We just think it wasn't the correct comment that he should have said.
Because if you watch how Rapoli is at the podium, he's very excited. He wants to see the best of it. And a lot is just like, he don't come prepared on what he's going to say. He's just going to say it. He's just going to come whatever comes straight to his mind. He's just going to say it. Whatever the thoughts are rolling, that's how he's going to present it. And so a lot of that came
kind of like somebody else, Arlington.
Wrong. But yeah, exactly.
But no, go ahead and finish your point.
But and that's my thing, man. That he just rolling off the tongue or whatever's coming to him, and he's just excited for the venture. And I know they told him the game plan and what was going on and stuff, but it's like, man, just slow down. Just slow down, man.
But I mean, yeah, like right here.
And I have nothing wrong with that he don't have a filter. Just slow down, bro. Slow down.
Yeah.
He's going a mile a minute. But again, he don't have a lot of time to play around with this.
No, he doesn't.
So I think that's why his mind is going as fast as his mouth.
And Arlington, one thing that we've said, okay, is that they need to be in smaller venues, right?
Yeah.
They need to be in smaller venues, right? Yeah. And what are we seeing? We're starting to see a pattern. Are we not?
Yeah.
We're starting to see a pattern of going into smaller venues, right?
Yep.
Put that comment up.
Which one?
The very trying to be determined to try this league into an NFL.
Yeah. Because here's my thing. The NFL do not care about a development league. You know why? They don't care about a development league because they got a development league that they don't even need to be a part of. They're never a part of it. You know what it's called? It's called NCAA college football. It's been there for years.
It's been there quite a while.
It's so much that they do a draft for it. Do you see the UFL doing a draft? Players going to the NFL? No, because they're plucking them because they're for bodies to put on rosters with the hopes. And I get it. The players themselves, they're in the mentality of, I'm here to make the team. I'm going to do everything I can to make that squad. Whereas from a draftee, they feel in the same way. You know why? Because they can get left out. They can be called what's called a BUST, a bust, if they don't pan out. And many of the players that have participated in spring football leagues were once draftees, or if they weren't drafted. They had to go through draft camps. They went through draft combines. They went through all those types of things. Mm-hmm. And the NFL, the teams in the NFL said, no, you do not fit our systems. Mm-hmm. And the same thing applies when it goes to these guys that's trying to fit on those teams. Mm-hmm. Do you fit our system? Case in point, we got a success story now. Mm-hmm. And he ain't a kicker. His name is Jalen Redmond for the Minnesota Vikings. Doing phenomenal right now. But that's the thing. They're building off of one and trying to continue that where everybody's not going to make it. So why you can't make stars of what you have right now?
All right. So here, what UFL fans, so Mike Rapoli is taking charge, goal-oriented, and accountable. That's what we need. How do you feel on that one?
Of course you go in. That's what any leader of a league wants. They wants to be goal oriented. They want to take accountability until they see that.
I like how he puts this up here. And it's not that I've never said that this league should be a development league.
We know you didn't say it, dude. We saying basically what we're trying to get you to understand is Rapoli is saying that, and he's saying the wrong verbiage.
Oh, again, okay, so that's what I wanted to go to. We had a vision in 2020 with Vince McMahon, correct?
Right. You can go back to 2001. Shake your head.
That's true.
Shake your head. That's true.
And look right here. What Rapoli is saying.
Yeah, I heard that. that. Of course,
now,
I heard
here's what I'm saying.
2035, you want 16 teams. You also want ownership in the league, which is good. That's
Are
very
we kind
good.
of seeing Rapoli maybe taking a playbook from somewhere else?
I've already said he took upon the WNBA approach.
Yep.
He's taken upon the MLS approach.
Yep.
He's also taken a bit, slightly of Vince's XFL approach.
There you go. That's what I was getting ready to say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can't do that if you're saying you're in these MLS stadiums. And guess what MLS is? I'm listening, Spurs.
It's a major sport. It's a
Thank
major
you.
sport.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a major sport. I'm not going to say, listen, there's a reason why you have MLS club teams building their own stadiums. There's a reason why you have these second tier soccer clubs building their own stadiums.
What they got to do with anything?
Here's the thing. Like, if you go to the Louisville Kings where they're playing at now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you look at what a lot of the soccer fans had said, right? We don't want football in our stadium. Keep it off our pitch.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want them tearing our stadium up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether anybody wants to believe it or not, MLS is possibly, I would say, the third biggest sport in the U.S. today.
Behind what?
Behind football and college football.
Well, that's the same sport.
Okay. Okay. Then they would be.
And you using Rapoli stuff
No.
that he said in his press conference. That's exactly what he said.
No. Hold on. You have people out here talking about how soccer isn't all that good. Soccer, listen, soccer can be boring, but there's a reason
why they have a World Cup in the United States.
There's a reason why in Lumen Field, where they're changing the entire name of the stadium and taking off all of the sponsorship of the stadium because FIFA says, do you want our money? Do you want your billions of dollars to pour into your country? Take it off.
And guess what? Houston's got to do the same thing too.
Exactly.
They got to take off NRG and call it Houston Stadium. It cannot be labeled as NRG Stadium.
Exactly. I don't see any football team going to a stadium or any other league or organization in this world saying, oh, hey, you can't play at Bush. You have to take down the name Bush Stadium if you want our league to play, if you want our games here. I ain't seeing the NFL saying that. I ain't seeing no other league doing that.
Shoot, they encourage it. They want it.
But FIFA, soccer, whether you guys want to believe it or not, soccer is the world most watched sport in the world today. Yeah, right here. What Michael Lathrop says. How many MLB, NBA teams, NHL teams own their own stadium? Nowhere near what the soccer does. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. So you can say it's boring all you want, but you watch this year in 2026, the World Cup, you watch what the number one viewed sport is in the world. So we can sit here and say all we want. I can tell you guys this now. If me and Arlington are working on something right now, and we'll just give you a little piece of it. Rapoli said the season starting March 21st of next year. Is that not what he said, right? Arlington?
27th,
right?
That last
March
week.
27th. Ain't that what he said?
Yes.
Correct? Okay. We started doing some digging. Do you know what some of these teams, soccer teams, are playing in their first games? February, March. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think this season is moving up at all at any given time. There you go.
You know, Denzel,
There you
We
go.
know.
Listen, we can sit here and we can complain and moan and bitch all we want about we want the season to move up. Hey, good. Good. Want it all you want. One in one hand and crap in the other. See which one fills up faster. Because I can tell you this, by what I've seen from these soccer stadiums, you're talking UFL, third, fourth tenant. Am I right, Arlington?
You talking about on the totem pole? Yeah.
Yeah. In Louisville, Arlington, how many teams play in that Louisville stadium?
One.
How many soccer clubs play in there?
2, right?
Yep. And now you have the UFL playing there.
I totally forgot about the National Women's Soccer League. They are in there.
So, oh, wait, we got 3 now.
Totally.
So now that means they're number 4.
Totally forgot about them.
They're number 4 in that stadium. Right?
Yes,
now,
it is,
Columbus,
champ. World Cup is bigger than the Olympic Games.
Now, Columbus, they have an advantage because there's nobody that plays in the old Columbus Crew Stadium. Nobody plays there. So they have the advantage there. Okay?
Right.
Okay. Now, we go to Orlando. Arlington, how many teams play in that stadium?
2, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, wait. So that means Orlando is number 3 again on the scheduling. Am I right, Arlington? You go by logic.
Yeah, by logic, you have to go by that.
Go by logic. They're number 3, right?
Yeah.
Shell Energy Stadium there in Houston, Arlington. What is it? I think it's 1 or is it 2 teams?
2.
Okay. Wait. So now that means the Gambler
actually
here,
3.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the Gambler here, now he is 4th on the scheduling.
So I will say this. No, it won't. They'll be still 3rd.
Okay, still be 3rd.
I don't know if the one team that's in it plays in it. They list them as a team that plays in
right.
it. And that's
you talking about the
Southern University Tigers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Team.
That's right.
I don't know if they actually still play in there, but they're listed as a team that can play inside of Shell Energy. But you have the Dynamo, and then you have
I'll tell you this. Rapoli's the owner of every single one of these teams. Rapoli owns this entire league. Rapoli is the main owner of this league because Russ Brandon today came out and said it. Let me introduce to you owner Mike Rapoli. Because there was a report put out that there's this little group called Impact Capital, who is the number 1 majority owner of the UFL. Arlington, would you like to Google for me and put it up? Who is
the owners of Impact Capital?
Who is the owners of Impact Capital? Would you like to pull that up, Arlington, please? Because I don't want people to think I'm pulling it up. I want you to pull it up so people can see.
For me to pull it up, right?
Yeah, you have it ready, right, Arlington?
You know what? And what's funny is I even pulled up.
You have it ready, correct?
The LinkedIn office.
Yep. Put it into the studio. Put it into the studio so I can see. So then I can tell everybody who the majority owner of Impact Capital. Oh, he's more than the boss. Just wait.
Right, because what you're gonna see is on his LinkedIn page.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, Arlington. Who is the main owner of Impact Capital?
The person that runs that league that's right there.
Oops, it's called league. the Rapoli families. Oops. So who really owns this league now, Arlington?
Who's really the majority owner of the league?
Who is the majority owner of this league? Who is it?
Are any fields of soccer teams to the UFL can be used as next teams coming? Huh? Make that make sense, Javier.
Yeah, please make it make sense.
Is The Rock going? No. The Rock is not gone. He's just not.
I think the Rock's ownership and the Rock's saying this has gotten about to be about this big right now.
He kind of slowly moved away from. You know how you hear in wrestling, they quietly moved some things out, like you didn't even know that they were moving it.
Passed the torch. Quietly passed the torch. So Jersey, Kevin, I'm going to go even deeper into it. Again, this is playing connect the dots, people. No.
They're right now, dude, there are no owners.
There's only one owner. And not just that secretly you think he might be the Louisville owner, but let's also look Arlington. Where does Mr. Rapoli mainly reside in?
Come on, Kentucky or Florida?
Wait, yeah. I think it might be a city called Orlando. Might reside there.
Only reason why you say that is because of that picture that you saw with him and John Gruden, and he surely ain't in Kentucky.
No, he's surely in his home in Orlando where, Arlington. What other company is ran out of Orlando? Oh, wait, that's Noble.
Yeah.
Not just that. Arlington, where is another place Mike Rapoli visits a lot throughout the year?
You talking about the stables?
No, oh wait, that's Columbus. He has a home in Columbus also.
Yeah.
We know he has a house in Louisville because he said it. Said he had a house in Columbus.
Because Louisville, he got to go there for Kentucky Derby and stuff.
Derby. No, Jersey, they have one owner. The other guys don't really have a say anymore because one man holds the entire control of this league. Listen, if you listen to Rapoli's interviews, Arlington, when he was in Orlando and he was in Louisville, who did he give a lot of trouble to the entire time? I don't like the man. Wish he was gone.
What? You talking about The Rock?
No, Mr. Russ Brandon. You ain't saying that kind of stuff unless you own a big chunk of this league. And every time, I'm just connecting dots and seeing what I'm seeing, right?
Right.
I did have some inside information from some of these events that didn't seem to be so friendly and a little coldish between two individuals at these things. You're right, Vance. You're right, Mr. Vance. Fox.
They still own it though. They still got ownership.
They still got a piece. I mean, like right here, look.
Y'all paying attention. Y'all are paying attention.
This is the thing we've been trying to tell you guys for years with this league. Arlington, no, because guess what? We have a commissioner because he said it on Barstool Radio, the interview that me and Arlington posted up. He says there's only one person that makes the decisions financially and everything for this league, and it's the commissioner, and that's me.
Yep, let's go to this. We can do that.
We can do what?
What is a sports commissioner?
There you go. Jersey, you can say what you want, bro, but start connecting the dots. You can see who owns this league. And just the other people are just like, look, Vince McMahon owned the WWE, but there were a lot of other people who were owners of the WWE, but Vince was the main owner. Am I right, Arlington, or am I wrong?
Yeah, because he still created well, actually, his dad created it, but still, he's considered the creator of WWE.
All right, Arlington, pull up what the commissioner does.
Read
that to me, Arlington, because I'm old.
Chief executive of a professional sports league responsible for managing daily operations, enforcing rules, and upholding the league's best interest.
What is that administrative leadership there?
Oversees the league's day-to-day operations. Rule enforcement interprets and enforces league rules. Judicial powers acts as a chief disciplinarian, punishing individuals or teams who violate league policies or standards of conduct in the best interest of the league.
All right, hold on. So let's check this off. You ready? So start at the first one, okay? For Mike Rapoli. Let's see if Mike Rapoli fits this.
Administrative leadership.
Yes, he has done that. All right, what's the next one?
Rule enforcement.
Give me the definition.
Interprets and enforces league rules, constitution, and bylaws. Often have the power to veto trades and issue disciplinary actions. Nope.
He said he was going to do that. Okay, that's 2 for him. Give me the give me that title.
Judicial powers, chief disciplinarian.
I haven't heard him talk about that yet. Have you?
No, I ain't heard him say anything about that. He looked too fun and go lucky to sit there and do that type of thing.
That is true. All right, what we got? Public
relations. Serving as the public face of the league. He's already started. Financial and strategic management. Already putting his money in. He negotiates the media and licensing deals to generate revenue for the league and its teams. Dispute resolution. Right. Arbitrate disputes between teams using the league governing documents as a guide.
Listen, he's got 4. I'm going to say he's got 4 of those, so I'm going to dub him. I mean, look right here.
Shaping the game right here. This is a good one. Aims to restore trust and improve the sport by suggesting and implementing rule changes and initiatives.
Okay, so that's 6. That's 6, Arlington. Right there, Arlington. What does it say that Michael Lathrop saying right there?
At this point, there's a single controlling owner, and the others have been reduced to investors with little to no say. So if you don't see Danny Garcia anymore, you just don't see her anymore.
I don't understand why you're getting mad, Jersey. You're asking questions and we're pointing it out to you. Are we not, Arlington?
All we saying, man, was about the ownership stuff. The ownership is by Rapoli.
Right.
Rapoli got it, and that's all there is to it. And even when the controlling interest were in other people's hands, when Vince had the XFL, Vince was the owner of the teams. There was nobody else but him. When Alpha Aquico, when Gary, Garrett, Danny, and Dwayne had it, it was them. When the USFL had it, it was my Fox and what's my man name?
Jerry Cardinal.
No, Brian.
Oh, geez, what is Brian? I know who you're talking about.
Dang it. Like, the name is just escaped me. Like,
all right, here. Javier re-explained it to us, Arlington. He goes, what I'm saying is using for the soccer fields as for next season, but having expansion in years to come, does any team playing in soccer fields? That's what I'm saying.
Brian Woods.
Look, here's what it is. Any of these teams that are going to go into a soccer stadium, they're going to be at least number 3 on the scheduling priority. Hands down.
Because of the teams that's already there, that's in place.
Exactly. Jersey, you were asking questions. That's all I'm saying. You were asking questions, and we're showing you guys how we break down things. This is what me and Arlington do. This is how we break stuff down and we connect dots. Am I right, Arlington?
All we just trying to make sure is get a better understanding of everything that's being put in front of us. And
yeah.
Basically, a lot of it we learning just as much as you are.
Mm-hmm. Listen, the next hour we're getting ready to have, you guys are going to hear a lot of stuff of the inner workings of how a league is built from the ground up.
How a team is built up.
A team, basically. Yes, a team, basically, from the Texas Syndicate. You're going to see and you're going to hear this man, how he has built this team from the ground up and how he's going into the Continental Football League. Guys, like when we tell you there are other leagues that are out there that they're going to be just as exciting as the UFL, and that is giving us the motto for the fans. Continental Football League might be that league that you
I wanna
guys
know
might
how
want to start looking into.
I want to know how he feels about playing football in the summertime.
But we'll ask him.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's no doubt that Mike Rapoli is putting a lot of energy into this. Okay? I mean, like right here, everyone will be in a soccer stadium until then. The only way this league, in my opinion, Arlington, I'm going to go back to something you said earlier, right? It's something that Kevin has said, Jersey has said earlier. The only way this league is going to be looked at as really as a professional league is until they start developing their own players and they start building their own stadiums.
Right.
And until they're in their own markets. That's it.
That's why I feel like he should have never referred to it as a development league and just made it a pro league as it is. I get it. They don't have the funds as everybody else. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Hey, and actually, Jersey, my man actually conceded and told me that I was always right.
Jersey, I understand. We understand that it's listed them as co-owners. We understand that. We understand that. If you go back to the days of looking at the Vince McMahon stuff when he owned the WWE, it would say Vince McMahon owner, and then it would say co-owners. It would have all the co-owners and stuff like that. Like if you were an owner of the stock of WWE, you were an owner of the WWE. It's all about control and who has the majority of the control.
Yeah, UFL fans, yeah, it is a 15-year project. The problem is, can it make it to 15 years? He did say 2035. He wanted to make sure that, or 2036 is when he wanted to make sure he had the 16 teams in the league by that time.
Like right here. I still believe that soccer stadiums are double-edged swords. Thought I'd understand the logic in choosing them, but don't dispute Rapoli's logic of being good there.
I heard his logic. His logic was very simple and clear. It was basically about having the best seat in the house. That That's can it. Sit there. He was right about that. So that means he is looking from a fan perspective, but I'm still really I'm not dismissive of it, just disputing why you want to refer to it as minor when you're making this major and you're in mostly major soccer stadiums.
And I get that. I get
what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Which one are you talking about? Did I read? Which one is he talking about?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Talking about this one here. That's why team ownership is such a crucial part of the success for this league. Okay, we have a team ownership. It's one guy. His name is Mike Rapoli.
But I get what Jersey.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
He wants other millionaires and billionaires a part of this league.
Yes, he does. And it was like right here, what they said right here. Mike Rapoli's already said this is a 15. If this league has not grown to 16 teams by 2032, that is my fault. And I'm done. I mean, look. Sure.
Trust me. That's why he said in the press conference about having the better seats in the house, because it's optics. And me and him has talked about this, that's what they've been looking for anyway, especially after what has occurred over the last 2-3 seasons. Even if you want to go back to the USFL before they merged, the optics were better.
Now here's something interesting, because Arlington, this is kind of funny because there is one team I'm kind of worried about on this. It says, I'd be willing to bet one or two teams might fail as we grow, expand, because they're running into the very problem. See Seattle and DC.
What was DC's problem?
Well, DC didn't really have a problem. The attendance started to drop because of everything. But that's Seattle. Where does the Seattle Sounders play?
the very same stadium that.
Oh, he's talking scheduling. Okay.
Oh, okay. But they played.
Oh, I thought it was 32. I thought he said 32. He wanted to have 16 teams. And he said every year he'd be adding 2 teams.
It's the same.
Right, yeah.
The same thing. Y'all saying the same.
Joining us very soon, ladies and gentlemen, will be Quincy Workman, of the owner of the new team, the Texas Syndicate. He will be joining us momentarily to talk about his team and talk about the Continental Football League. You guys might want to tune around for that because some pretty interesting stuff in that interview. There's going to be some interesting stuff in that, Arlington.
And the field you're talking about was Lumen Field with the Sounders, man. And they already got a problem with that because of the World Cup. So,
yeah.
That's going to take over that portion.
Now, Steve Denzel says he doesn't think this league gets any bigger than 10.
Right. You know what that's going to depend on? That's going to depend on fan attendance and ratings to it. And you got to think about the markets that they're in too, man.
Arlington, here's the thing I'm worried about with this, right? Actually, it's funny that because he just said it, the only way we can get teams to build their stadiums and have their players and coaches living in respective markets is to have the team owners. This league can't afford all to be in there. Arlington, it's funny that he says that because you sit and you look, you see the teams that were taken out. Everybody was shocked by San Antonio being gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We were all shocked by San Antonio being gone. Okay. Arlington, the reason why San Antonio was gone, he said the lease didn't work with them. It was a strong market, but Arlington, let's really look at it. The attendance dropped. He even said it in Michigan. Reason why Michigan was gone. The city wouldn't work with us because of the lease. Right? That's what he said. With the teams that he cut, Arlington, here's what I would say. Is if I'm any fan of any one of these 5 existing teams, DC, Birmingham, St. Louis,
Houston.
Who else? No, you know what? I'll give Houston an extra because they're being rebranded to the Gamblers. So who are the 4 teams? You have Birmingham, and DC, right? Those 4 teams.
You say it again. Okay. Birmingham, DC, St. Louis, and who else? And Dallas. Dallas is the other.
Yeah, but they're getting moved too.
They're moving to Frisco.
So
you're talking about the ones that's already established?
DC, Birmingham, and St. Louis, right?
You still need to go to Houston.
But Houston's being rebranded and moving again.
You rebranded them. You need to go down there and reassure them.
No. Well, here's what I'm saying. The 3 teams that are locked into their stadiums already, right?
Yeah.
What this has shown is there ain't one team that's safe in this league. Your attendance keeps dropping. Arlington, what are they going to do?
No move you.
Boot you.
And you really think? Do you really think, without question, St. Louis can afford that?
No.
Because guess what? They're not playing an Energizer. That has been already sealed and locked. The Battlehawks would never play in Energizer Field. That's locked up. They have built that just for City. And plus, it would not make sense.
You may be able to work in a football state. You may be able to work a football field in there.
You can't. You want to know why?
Okay. What
are the colors inside that stadium?
Red and blue.
It would not make sense to put a team in blue when you got all that red sitting in there. And you would say, well, if they do that now with the team, with the Battlehawk, it wouldn't be no different. The difference was, folks, let's take you all the way back to 1994. When at the time when the dome was built, it was meant for a team with that particular color. So they built those seats for that color.
And that's the other thing I'm tired of hearing, Arlington. You're seeing everybody, well, the team don't match the color scheme of the stadium. Show me one team. How many professional sports teams, Arlington, does the stadium match the team's colors? Arlington, was it the Enterprise Center, now Scott Trade Center? Arlington, what color are those seats?
It's like a black seat now, ain't it?
They're purple.
No,
Oh,
they were.
Arlington.
They were.
All right, listen, guys. We're done talking UFL because, listen, we told you guys. You guys want to see how a team is built from the ground up? We've been talking about this the whole night, but now we actually have a man who is actually doing it. Arlington, would you like to introduce him?
Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of the Texas Syndicate
And founder
of the Texas Syndicate, who's joining us. We're going to be a part of the Continental Football League starting in 2026, summer 2026. The one and only Quincy Workman. Good evening to you, sir. How are you today?
I'm well. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
No, thank you for joining us. Quincy, first and foremost, I have to say to you, thank you, and thank you to your son for your service, for defending our country, and giving two guys like us to do this every single week for the past 6 years. So thank you for your time and your service, and thank you to your son for his time and his service.
Thank you. That's what we're there for.
All right, Quincy, let's get into this. You are the owner and founder of the Texas Syndicate.
Well, Texas Syndicate football team.
That's right. That's right. Texas football team. That's right.
Football team.
But I was doing some research about you, and you're actually from a little town in South Carolina that I actually visited quite a bit, Sumter, South Carolina.
Oh, what you doing down there?
I actually was a camp host at Dreer Island for 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right out there at right outside. You know where I'm talking? Right outside of Chapin and Columbia.
Yeah.
South Carolina. How did a guy from Sumter, South Carolina, a very small little town, how did a guy from there go to where you are sitting now? First and foremost.
Oh boy. Military.
Yo, okay.
Yeah, say military. I said started out, went to college to play ball. Had some issues with family, had to leave back, went back home, stayed for a little bit. Figured I wasn't going to amount to nothing if I stayed at home. So I joined the military. 6 years later, here I am.
Now, Arlington, what are the odds that I've been to that city and now we have this guy on here? And I was like, I'm just doing the research. I'm like, well, he's from Sumter, South Carolina. That's just, what are the odds of that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Arlington, all right, I know you got a question, so go.
Being the owner and founder of a football team, you've been dealt with a lot of challenges, putting together. Do you have a roster that, or you just getting ready to put some members to the team coming into this upcoming season?
Well, we have a few players that we will be inviting to training camp. One guy will be our quarterback, Mr. Jeremy Hunt. He's been with me since conception of starting this league. He was one of the ones that gave me a little bit of the idea to actually do it. So he will be there. We got a few other players that they're sitting around. So we got about 6 or so right now.
All right. So Quincy, so you said that it was the quarterback who gave you the idea to do it, right? And to get into this. What is the first step to owning a football team? What is the first thing you had to look at?
If I want to say,
hey, I'm
going to
do this.
Team, yes.
What was it like? I want to be the owner of a football team. What was the first step that you had to take to do that?
Just like any other business, you got to figure out your name, get your LLC, get your EIN. And once you have those, it's you got to find a place to play. you gotta start looking around on, where are you going to play? Are you going to go arena? Are you going to go outdoor? I mean, you got to figure out what you're going to do.
Okay, so then how did you decide that you were going to go the 11 on 11 then? Like,
Yeah,
what drew you to that? Like you just said, it's easy. Get your LLC, get your EIN, then you figure out, do I want to do arena? Do I want to do outdoor? Find a place to play. Like me, I'd be like, how do you decide which way you want to go then?
So basically listening to a lot of critiques that my son got going through the process that he went through the last couple of years. My son, his name's Quintavious. He plays for the Minnesota Monsters now.
Yeah.
6'6", last time I seen him ran like a 4'4", 39-inch vertical. But during college, college really wasn't for him. So he didn't really get a chance to play on the field. So he went to a lot of the UFL combines, a couple other things, and everybody told him the same thing. We need to see you outdoor. So my thing is, if I want to help players make it to a higher level than where they're at, I need to be outside.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
not saying that they can't make it from the indoor leagues, but I'm just going off of what the scouts and everybody kept telling my son.
I got you.
So you this is what your son was told, and again, now I had watched your interview on the Player 54 podcast with Michael Lathrop, which was a really good interview. His is going to be a little more buttoned up than ours. We're just going to be a little more laid back and just having a field day. Your son played overseas
for a brief stint. He
played
in Mexico.
Played in Mexico. What was that? So you know that experience that your son had in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
What did that experience of what your son played in Mexico? What experience did you take from that to where you're going to apply to your team? I know I jumped up a little head, but I needed to get that out.
To be honest with you, I didn't. His experience in Mexico wasn't the best, so I really can't take. Only thing I can take from that is to make sure I have enough money to pay my players and my staff. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, not throwing any salt or shade.
Right? Yeah, no.
But that's just the fact of the matter. I'm a very transparent guy. I mean, like I said, I did 23 years in the military. I don't sugarcoat a lot of stuff, and I'm really straight to the point. So I can only take the lessons of making sure I have the money to pay my players so they want to stay and play.
All right, Arlington, you go, because I know you got something. I get it, and I respect it. So that's why I was wondering, like, what is going to be your motto, and how are you going to look at this? That's what I wanted to know.
And, again, you're going to be in a league that's basically big on player development. What are the key things that you're going to look for your organization, for your football team going into this upcoming year? I know you're going to be looking for a team that's going to be competitive enough where you can say, hey, I want to walk away with a championship. But for the players off the field, what are you trying to develop for them to get them on better in life?
All right. So one thing I'm very big on is mental health. From seeing aspects of my son dealing with it, playing college ball, and seeing my daughter deal with it, wrestling throughout high school. That is one thing that we will be focused on. I'm working with a couple of sports psychologists to be on standby if any of my players need to talk to them. And the next thing would be financial literacy. We'll be working with a few companies that will come in and talk to my guys about financial literacy, making sure they understand how money really works, how to put money away, and even how to fix their credit if they got bad credit. Because that's one thing that I wish I knew when I was younger was the true meaning of how money worked. So that's two of the things that we will be focusing on besides playing ball.
Interesting. Now, I've
like
never heard an owner say that you want to help these guys succeed, not just in football, but in life and learn money. Why is that such an important part of is that going to be a very is not just is that going to be a very important part of the fabric of the syndicate
It will
football
be.
team?
It will be. Because, I mean, I got to look at this. I'm looking at this from two folds. I'm coming in as an
Okay.
owner, but I'm originally a father.
Right. Okay.
So I've seen the mismanagement of not knowing the proper way to save or know how money works within young men. And I also did, like I said, did 23 years in the military. So learning from soldiers that I've had from a young age, that's something else that the military is starting to teach more of now, but we didn't even teach that to us whenever we were coming up. So I've seen the downfalls of not knowing how money really works. So that's one of the things I want to make sure that we instill in these guys.
Yeah. Arlington, what do you think? I mean, what do you think of that?
Absolutely. I mean, I think when you can have someone that can do that, that wants to do that type of thing, especially when you want to learn financial and stuff like that, I think that's fantastic. And then I see Denzel, he ties in and said that's some of the things that his semi-pro team does. So that means that's always out there for players. You know, you just gotta want to know it and learn it. All right, let's talk about the football aspect.
Yeah.
You said you got the quarterback thing already off the flip. What are you looking for in coaches when it's coming to the Texas Syndicate? Like, what type of team do you want to see out there? I know you want to see a winning ball club, but like, you seeing more offense, you seeing more defense, or even a balance? What are you looking for?
A balance. But personally, I need to see a servant, leader servant. I need somebody that's going to be there to actually help these guys and teach them things. Not really, I'm not going to say really worry about the X's and O's of winning, but I need them to be able to teach these guys to move up. Have a good relationship with some of the guys in the other leagues with scouts to know exactly what we might need to teach these guys to make them more marketable to some of these other leagues, and be family oriented, because I'm really big on family. If you can't lead your family, how you gonna lead my team? Because I'm gonna step away. My job is to put everybody in place and let them go do what they do, and basically sign checks.
Nice.
Everything else, I need them to be able to do their jobs. I don't like micromanagement. That is not my forte. I want to be able to put everybody in place. They do their jobs, and then we just see what happens.
Now, I do have to say this, Quincy. I've been going back and forth with Ned, trying to get you on. You guys have been two of the busiest people for a team that hasn't kicked off yet that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you guys, you were the first time we were trying to get you. You were off to somewhere on the East Coast. Ned was going somewhere south, and then the other day you were going somewhere. Ned was getting ready for Austin. I'm like, hey, send us over what you guys are doing in Austin. You guys, they did your little meet and greet thing there and whatever. But I really got to see a picture of Ned for the first time. He's a young guy.
He is.
He's
20, 26, I think he is.
What did you're talking about? You want a leader. You want somebody to lead your team. You hire him as your general manager. What is it that you saw in Ned?
Drive.
Okay.
Confidence.
Okay. So that's why we hired him. Because you see it? Because, I mean, you're saying here he is going to build the culture. He's going to take, I guess he's going to take your vision.
You got to work with it. and it's my job to help guide him in the ways. And also, whenever I decide on my coach, that's one of his jobs too, to help guide. Yeah, we're a developmental, and I'm new at this, so I'm new. Ned's gonna be new. My head coach not gonna be so new. He's gonna have to have a little bit of he's gonna have to have a little bit of wear and tear on him, because I'm gonna need him to keep us straight and teach us and point us in the right directions. I mean, I could have went out and tried to get somebody that was already established and knowing everything, but I mean, we're developmental. I want people to grow and get opportunities just like these guys do. And if I'm not willing to take a chance on somebody else, how can I really say I want to take a chance on some of these players when, I mean, I didn't take a chance on him. He was the first guy to respond when I put it out. He was consistent. When we talked and when we met, he was, like I say, very enthused, had a game plan. He's still a little bit rough around the edges. We still got some things that we got to work on, but I got a whole bunch of things I got to work on. So it ain't no big thing. We're going to have
y'all both working. Yeah. So
we're going to make it do what it do.
That's awesome.
Maybe I should get on Facebook and LinkedIn more, because I mean, Quincy, I think what I like about it is that you seem to be taking it in Arlington. You correct me if I'm wrong, Arlington, because you know me, I get things twisted all the time. But Quincy, to me, it seems like you're taking a different approach of how you want to build this team and you want to build this culture. With the way, you're saying you're rough around the edges. You're saying Ned's a little rough around the edges, but he's got that drive that you see. Do you think that that's what's going to help you with building this culture and saying, hey, listen, you may be a little rough around the edges, but come over here and we're going to mold that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm honest. I mean, I am a very relatable person. I've talked to a lot of young men so far. I've turned a lot of men away. It's been guys that have contacted me that live in Maryland and Michigan and Jersey that are phenomenal players. I look at their tapes like, oh, dang, I want them. But I also know that there are going to be teams out in that area. So The whole premise of our league is to be regional, so that family members can come and see and fans can be connected with the players. Why am I going to pull a guy from the northern region and bring him down here when he can have an opportunity to play up there? Now, one of those teams don't take them. Right. I'm definitely going to bring them. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to go get them. I'm going to give them their opportunities, but I'm going to get them if I need them. I mean, business is business.
There's going to be a lot of days you're going to be praying, Mr. Quincy, I want some Lord, let him just come on down here.
Don't let him go. Don't let him go. But Arlington, okay. Go ahead, Arlington.
I was saying that there's going to be a lot of days where Mr. Workman going to be on his hands and knees praying, Lord, let him come my way. But
I think we got enough players to go around, man. We got enough players to go around.
That's what's up. Okay, like any information that you have right now that you can give about like what tryouts?
I got a couple more questions though.
I didn't say I was canceling.
Oh, what do you say? Didn't Mr. Workman? Didn't it sound like he was ready to interview on you?
No,
he's trying to get some tea. He's trying to get all the technical stuff out the way so he can get some tea later.
I want some information.
Do you feel sorry for this guy that he has to put up with me? Don't you feel sorry for him?
Hey. Nah,
all right, I do it on a weekly basis. But no, I was just like seeing like information on, like having tryouts for these guys that's going to come in. They're going to run through a wall for you for this team. So I feel disrespected by what you just did.
No, if you click this, Arlington, I'm helping you out, bro. See, this is I knew you so well. That's our new QR code. And if you scan that QR code right now, Arlington, do you know where it takes you?
I could come to your house and snatch you right now.
You could, but it takes you right to the Texas Syndicate website. And it gives you their information.
Okay. Put a little duck in there. But yeah, we do have tryouts.
I have to deal with Mr. Workman.
I mean,
See
y'all
that?
get along though, yin and yang. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're
It
yin
makes
and
it
yang,
work.
all right.
Did you
All
see how
right,
you just disrespected me?
he was going to ask you, Arlene. He was going to tell you where the tryouts were.
Go ahead with the tryouts, please. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so we have one next weekend in League City in Houston. We're working on one in Austin. We
Okay.
will be doing one in San Antonio, and then we will be up in the Dallas area doing one there, and also for the combine they're having in January. So I want to hit all the major areas because I want the team to be well represented with Texas, not just from one specific area. So we're gonna move around a little bit.
See
Fantastic.
that?
Listen, let me tell you something. When he was saying he's going around the whole state. It ain't gonna be
Right,
just
yeah.
one area. I think that's what I like about what he wants to accomplish. He wants to make sure he scours the whole state of Texas and to find the best players that come out that state and to be a part of his team. And I think that was what Commissioner Kelly was talking about when we had him on the show, was finding players regionally in those areas. So that way, like Mr. Workman has said, they families can come and see them and play, and then building fan bases around there. Have you had many opportunities? I think you had a fan event this past week, right? I think on the 4th of October. Are you planning on doing more of those as you're getting closer? Are you doing anything for 2026 when it comes to fan events? Like any more you're doing this year?
So we will be out in the community whenever we can find an opportunity to do it. Before I even joined the Continental League, me and again my quarterback, Mr. Hunt, we were always in the community. We've done back to school drives. We've been out and volunteered at women's shelters. We've done food banks. We're going to be out in the community. And that's another thing the players will be whenever they sign on, even during the season. You will be doing some type of community work, because if we can't get the community to buy in, what are we doing?
Right.
I want the kid that sees Jeremy at the Pflugerville event last Saturday to be like, oh, I met him at the event. I want to go see him play. I want them to be able to build relationships with people to sustain the league and sustain the team. I don't want us to be around for a year or 2 years. I want us to be around 2-3 years, maybe 4. Then we can probably get them to build a stadium. We can build a stadium, and we can be like how you guys talk about little soccer people. You know what I'm saying? Eventually.
Somebody's been watching the show.
No,
But yeah,
Arlington, you know me, Arlington. I love books, right?
Yes.
They're always filled up. Mr. Workman, how do I get one of those Texas Syndicate books you got right there?
Oh.
How do I get? Look, I'm going to show you, Arlington. Look, Arlington, you know me, Arlington. I'm looking at the picture while he's talking because here's the event. But how you get one of those cool little books right there by that raffle pumpkin?
Right.
I got a couple in the garage. Give me your address. I'll send you a few.
I mean, that's pretty sweet looking. Look at that thing, Arlington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the logo too. The logo I
do like your logo, sir. Okay. Why the Continental Football League?
Yeah.
What drew Quincy Workman and the Texas Syndicate to the Continental Football League? Because I know there were other works of you maybe going to some other leagues or whatever, with all these spring leagues popping up, right? There's all these spring leagues popping up all across the U.S. now.
Yeah.
Why was it this league?
It was a few. It was a few. I talked to a bunch of people. Why Continental? To be honest with you, Stan Beckwell, offensive coordinator for the Ohio Valleymen, Ironman. He introduced me to Mr. Kelly and Manny, and they told me about what was going on in their vision, because me and Stan's vision was aligned back when we was working together with the San Antonio Chaparreras as a part of the IFA this past spring. So once he contacted me and was like they were going to try to do something, at first they wanted to stay up north. So I was looking around the other leagues, and there was another league that was courting me pretty heavy. But in the end, I like the vision of Coach Kelly and Stan and Manny about putting the players and community first. But that's how we ended up here.
See, Arlington, that's when we had Commissioner Kelly on. That was the one thing that I liked about this. I mean, Mr. Workman, a little background between me and Arlington. We started this show way back in, was it 2018 or 2019, Arlington? I can't even remember.
2019 when we got started. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started this show, and at the time it was called the XFL STL Talk Show. Because, that's when the XFL, and we started this show that was a grassroots show for the fans, right? And we helped do all of this, and it's evolved to this. So when you sit there and you talk about the community outlooks and the community reach, you're going to get your players into the communities, doing the community service and stuff like that. Like, we've done that. We've raised money for Autism Speaks. We had some connections that we had in Houston that raised money for the area women's shelter down there, raised money. Why is it that this is an important part of this league, is giving back to the community? Because Commissioner Kelly said it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. Why is that an important part to this league?
Because that's what we're here for.
Community outreach.
Because that's what we're here for. We're here to support them and give them a good product. I mean, without the community, without us being there, without them supporting us, we won't be here. And that's just the bottom line. You have to be out in the community. You have to have them buy in. You got to make them want to see you. You can't just be, oh, I'm here, y'all gonna come support me. No. You're going to have a few people that's just going to do it because they like the colors or they like your logo or whatever. But you're not going to be able to find those sustained fans without you being out there and making those connections with people. And the best way to do it is to be out there with them. Don't let them come to you, go to them sometimes.
I love that. Now, you talk about logos, right? I have to say, This is kind of a cool logo. I like it.
Oh, yeah. I have 3 family members that survived breast cancer.
Wow.
So my stepmom and a few of my cousins. So yeah, that's gonna be up there for a little bit.
I love that because my mother survived breast cancer. My sister survived breast cancer. The wife, she does a team called the A Team Show, and her co-host Amber is a survivor of breast cancer. I love that this is an important cause. Is there a chance we could see that logo in a uniform on one game? Maybe?
Nah.
Oh, dang it.
Not this year.
You go, not this year.
Like, it's not this year. Maybe if we stay around for a little bit, and we make some money to where we can afford to do all that, yeah, we might be able to do it then. I mean, we might get a sticker. We might get a sticker and put on the helmet or something. But
you mean like this right here? I like this too. I like this right here. This one. You talking like, you mean this type right here? Here we go. I like this one, Arlington. We talking like this?
That's
we
awesome.
can do something like that.
Hey, and if you do that, we'll help you raise money for breast cancer.
Listen,
it's an important cause for me in Arlington also. Arlington, go ahead.
One of the things that I love about learning about you, Mr. Workman, is that your founding of this league and you learning about it is grassroots. And that's been the key factor here when it comes to leagues like the Continental Football League and what we're doing with our show is all grassroots movement. And, stuff like that, it excites me. I get very appreciative of it. And I love hearing your story about putting together and going through all the tests and trials and challenges and promising things that works out and the positives and all that. And me personally, I hate to say, I give you I wish you much success on this Texas Syndicate team, man. And I can't wait to see what the final roster is going to look like and see you and Ned being out there cheering on your team each and every week when you do the Continental Football League.
They're going to be tall.
Arlington, what are we doing? What are we doing this? Oh, I have a wedding this day. Arlington, well, I'll talk about it in a minute because I do got to ask this. One thing Commissioner Kelly said is that it's going to be fan involvement. Fans are going to be able to have ownership of this team to feel like they're part of that.
Correct.
What is, as an owner of this team, what does that mean to you to know that you can take yourself, Ned, and get out there and talk to these fans and say, hey, oh, by the way, did you know you could be a part owner of this league, this team with me? What is your goal for getting the fans involved and part as the ownership with your team?
Kind of clarify a little bit what you mean by my goal.
What is it that you're wanting to see these fans? You have a vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have these fans buy into your team to feel like a sense of the community, right? And you've said everything that's about you is about community and about leadership and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're going to convey to these fans? Say, hey, listen, this is what we believe in. What do you believe in? If you believe in it, buy in. Help us make this team bigger and better.
The fans chose the uniforms already. I mean, we've been before we even joined the Continental, we've been already a part of that. I've already given away jerseys to fans for different things. We had a jersey drive already, but I want them to have good input, and I want them to be patient as well, because we are new, we are young, in an aspect of an organization, so we're going to make some mistakes. And I want the community and those that choose to get involved to understand that we're not perfect and they're not going to be perfect, and we're all going to grow together. So if you buy into the team, you got to be family. I want you to be family oriented. I want you to understand that this is a business too. And just come with good ideas, because I'm open to them. If it's going to make the team better, make the community better, make the game funner, I'm with it. I'm not rigid. I can flow like water as long as it gets us to the point we need to be at.
Now, here. Okay, so we have a question from a fan right here. So Kevin, he's out there in LA. He said, Mr. Workman, he goes, could we see a breast cancer awareness alternative jersey in year 2 or 3?
If we make enough money, yes. I'll be big. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. If we make enough money to where I can get alternate uniforms, I would love to do it. That's going to be on my marketing and me putting people in the stands. That's going to be on me and my team to build out enough revenue to be able to do that. So if we do it, I will do it. I have no problems with it. I would love it.
Hey, Arlington.
I already got a design for it and everything. So
sweet. Arlington, I think I know 2 crazy fools who would drive 12 and a half hours to maybe help do some kind of fundraiser to raise money for breast cancer.
No, one crazy fool. I don't know two.
I'm looking right at him over there.
You looking
No,
at
two
a
crazy
mirror
fools.
in yourself right now? No, this
Yeah. No, so Quincy right here, Kevin wants to know. He goes, how do you go about buying into the team ownership?
Do you have any information about
Or
that?
do you have any information that you could talk about?
So basically what it is it's crowdfunding. We will be putting a campaign together. I am working on that. Is my task for next week, actually, from the commissioner to do is to get our crowdfunding up and running within the next, hopefully by the middle of November, and the beginning of December, the site should be up. Once you put in a certain amount of money, depending on what the site we find there put down, you'll be able to get ownership and earn dividends off of what you put in. I will advise every fan, and I shouldn't really say this, but please,
don't say it. We don't want
I
to
wouldn't say it if I
Don't
was
say
you.
it.
I gotta do it. I gotta do
No,
it.
don't say it. Don't say it.
Please read the fine print on WeFinder about what is going on with how it works. I put out an informational at the I had Ned and put out an informational at the event explaining how it will work, but I want people to understand. Yes, you might get some equity. You ain't gonna have all say so and everything that's going on. That's not how it's rolling. We got a fan advisory board that we're gonna be building to help us with all of that. But you can't make some money off of it. If we make some money, you're gonna make some money. I mean, we all gonna be able to eat. But if I lose some money, you're gonna lose some money. So it's even keel. We gotta. I just want everybody to understand that. It's not going to be it's not a magic ball. It's give and take. We both have to learn this together. So make sure once it come out to read and study and make sure it's something that you can do. Investing is a tricky situation.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the financial literacy and everything else. So make sure you read.
That's exactly where I was going to go.
Make sure you read the fine print on everything.
He said those two words I was looking for, with financial literacy. I'm saying you're not going to tell a guy that's sitting here saying that somebody that he wants to make sure his players learn about financial literacy, mute him, because that's what he was going to discuss. So
I didn't know if he could talk about it. I didn't want him to get in trouble with Commissioner Kelly. I didn't know if he could talk about it.
I don't think he would.
Right. It's basically you guys are doing like the Green Bay Packers.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I find. I mean, look, Arlington, I'm getting it again. The goosebumps.
Getting goosebumps. Oh.
Mr. Workman, this is what I like so much about this league is that you guys, we've heard all these leagues have come and gone, and leagues that are still out there said they're for the fans and all this stuff, right? But you guys are truly living by that motto that you guys are for the fans. You guys are going to be playing in. Can we say where you're going to be playing at?
It's up in the air.
Okay.
We will be in the Austin area.
Okay.
Per se.
So we can say that at least, the Austin area.
I won't know nothing definite until we get a say-so from the school districts in December on where we will actually be playing.
Gotcha. Okay. So we know it's going to be the Austin area.
Correct.
Why did you pick the Austin area? Being a guy that's from Sumner, South Carolina. Being a guy where you live at now. And you pick Austin.
Honestly,
go ahead.
At the time, they needed it more.
Okay.
Let's be honest. San Antonio had the Brahmas.
Yep.
They got the Gunslingers.
Mm-hmm.
They got soccer, baseball. They got a whole bunch of things going on here. It's kind of saturated.
Right.
So why attempt from a business standpoint because from a living standpoint, it would have been awesome to be here. I wouldn't have to drive that far. But from a business standpoint and from a fan standpoint, why not go somewhere where they're going to appreciate and support and give them something to go do? Make it a viable option. I mean,
and that's the support that you're seeing in Austin.
That's the yes.
Okay.
I mean, it was. I've heard more yeses in 3 months than we heard in like a year, unfortunately. But I understand why. I mean, once I got into this space and started talking to more people and learning more that I was blind to before, I understood why I was getting a lot of no's. It wasn't really because of me or the organizations I was representing. It was past experiences. So.
And you say past okay, go ahead, Arlington.
I had a question. How do you feel about football being played in the summer?
It's hot. It's hot. I'm from South Carolina. As you test, I played football in the summer. I mean, we started camp in July, and it's 100 and some degrees with 100% humidity, and you want to die when you got the whole water hose constantly running and pouring over your head and passing out. And yeah, it's hot. Us being in Texas, it's
That is the most straightforward answer I could have ever heard.
See, Arlington, I told you. That South Carolina heat.
It's different.
It's different, man.
It's different, man. People here say I'm in San Antonio. They say, "Oh, it's like 40% humidity. It's bad." Nah, dude.
No,
100% humidity and 200 degrees is
don't do that.
Look, I agree with that. I agree with him. Like I said, I stayed off of Dreher Island, and he knows where Dreher Island is. It's a nice big lake, even though it's a breeze. But let me tell you something. When it's 80 degrees and that humidity's at 90, it feels like you're on the equator.
And your mosquitoes.
Yeah, and the mosquitoes. That ain't nothing. Not just mosquitoes, but you got armadillos running after you, trying to attack you and stuff. He ain't lying. That's South Carolina humidity and heat.
So we'll be playing and practicing in the evenings. We try to practice as late as possible. Let the guys, if need be, get a job, because I am trying to work with a couple of temp agencies to try to find guys that need jobs, a job during the day. We just got to make sure that we work it out to when it's time for practice, or if they got to go away for a game, it's not going to hurt them. So we're trying to be a all the way around developmental, and I will say developmental for us. I know you said I heard your last one, but I'm gonna go developmental with us.
No. Here's why we don't hold it against you, because that is exactly what your commissioner said.
Exactly.
He goes, we understand we're a minor league team. We understand we are a developmental league.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because you guys got your vision. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You guys got your vision. I think the thing that I'm the most excited about is the way you guys are approaching this, right? Like, here, you guys have an event coming up this Saturday or the Sunday on the 19th. And I'm actually performing a wedding for my cousin, or for my sister. Right here, you have this community event coming out right here on the 19th. Can you say you get the players tryouts, compete for the roster spot? But I like this part right here. Community event, free entry. Come cheer and support the athletes. Come meet the inspiring syndicate players. Exclusive team giveaways. Family friendly. Fans, just show up and be part of the action. What does that mean right there to you? Because it's at the League Center Sports Complex. You got it right here on your flyer.
Trying to get buy-in. I mean, even though it's in Houston and we're going to be in Pflugerville, I mean, fans are fans. If they love you, they're going to travel.
Mm-hmm.
If you touch, they're going to travel. So try to give them something to remember. Make them want to come out there. I mean, hopefully we get some people. I mean, it's the first one, and we're still new, and we're still trying to, get our foot in the ground and everything. But I mean, we're gonna do what we do.
League City, you going down 45 Interstate 45. Have mercy me. I tell you right now, I tell people all the time, Mr. Workman, that if you can handle Interstate 45 during traffic, I'll pay you $100 out of my pocket.
So where are you guys at?
We're in St. Louis.
We're in St. Louis now, but I used to live in Houston for a little while.
He used to live in Houston.
Okay. I was in Philadelphia this weekend.
Yes, you were. Because we were supposed to have you on last Thursday, but you were flying to Philly.
Yeah, I was flying to Philly.
Right.
I will take drivers here in Texas over drivers in Philly any day of the year.
I'll take it in St. Louis over Texas.
And that's coming from somebody who dreads drivers out here. Them boys over there is terrible. And I know St. Louis too, because I was stationed at Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri. So I know about the loop, and I know about the bridge, and what's on the other side of the bridge.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything over there.
We tell anybody, if you can make it over there, you can make it anyway. Make it an East St. Louis.
Right, exactly. Now, Mr. Workman, the reason why I pulled this up is Arlington, we actually know some pretty die-hard, crazy super fans there in Houston, do we not?
We do. That's true. Very true.
And Mr. Workman, I just want to give a cheap plug for a show where it's two women. It's an all-women's sports show, right?
Mm-hmm.
One is here in St. Louis, and the other one just happens to be in Houston.
Oh.
They might want to have you come on and talk about your event, and you might be able to persuade the gal in Houston and her husband to come to your event and help you promote it.
Hey, I'm game. I'm easy. I mean, I'm
look
just a phone call away.
Hey, we are a show about the fans for the fans, and we are here to help any new upcoming league, especially singing the praises of the fans. Because the fans are Mr. Workman, you've said it. The fans are the most important part, right, of your league. So with that being said, I know we said we were dedicating the last hour to you. I've already gotten eyeballed because the boss. If you notice, I got the ring on. So the boss is saying, okay, you've been broadcasting for 2 hours now.
Yeah, see, mine's on her way to California for her birthday to go to Disney World. So I'm good for the weekend.
Well, see, she was at Jonas Brothers last night.
Oh.
And then I've been broadcasting for 2 hours. So, but we got 6 more minutes. Mr. Workman, tell the fans why it's important to you and to the syndicate, why they need to come out, even if they don't live in the Austin area. And I'm sure you guys are going to be on YouTube because I know Manny Mansakis up there with the Ohio Valleyman did a great job with his YouTube page. Was drawing 150, 200,000 people watching his show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people out here in the X-Fan world why it is important for people to watch you and support your team in this league.
Well, really not to support me, but to support these guys. I mean, they have a dream and they're trying to make it. And they want to put on a show for you guys. They want to be entertaining for you. And they just want you to come out and support them and, spend a little time with them. So if you got time and you're free, anytime we have something going on, come out and support. And if you follow us at Texas Syndicate FB, if you got an event that you want us to come out to, shoot us a message. If we ain't got nothing going on, we'll be there. I have no problems jumping in the truck and driving 2, 3, 4 hours to support anything that we need to support. That's what we're there for. I mean, that's what we're here for. I did it in the military for 23 years, and hopefully I can do it for another 10 or so years with the football team. We're here to serve. So let us serve you.
See, Arlie, look right there. You guys click that link right there. Scan it right now, because that will literally watch. I'll show you guys. You guys don't believe me? Watch, Mr. Workman. I'm going to show them. Look, I scan the link.
Scanning it.
Scanning it right now. Oh, look where it took me to.
Texas
Took me
Syndicate
right
football.
to your page. Scan that link, guys, on our show. We'll replay the show. You scan that link, it'll take you right to the Texas Syndicate football page, Facebook page. I mean, look, I'm getting goosebumps, Arlington. You know me when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Goosebumps, man.
No, Mr. Workman, you have an open door policy here on the X-Fan show. Anything you need to promote, you, Ned, send it to us. We'll promote it for you and all that stuff. I'm definitely going to be waiting to see when we can buy in, because I plan on buying. Don't tell the wife, but I plan on buying into every one of these teams. Don't tell the wife though. When I do it, I'm gonna say it's an investment.
That's what it is. It's an investment. Because I plan on getting. My goal is to make sure everybody who puts something in get money out.
I'm putting something on
this. That's my goal.
This investment, yes.
I will do my best to make sure you guys make money. That's it.
Well, sir, thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to us. It was great finally getting with you. Again, like I said, anything you guys need us to promote, you let us know. We'll push it out on all of our social media stuff. Right behind us, there it is, the Continental Football League. Arlington, I think I might have a new favorite team.
We gonna see how that one go.
I don't know, man. That logo.
I'm definitely gonna put my investment in. I'm putting my investment in for sure, though.
I do like the logo. I like this one too. Who came up with this? I gotta ask, because this is pretty sick. Check this one out, Arlington. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Check this out. Who came up with this, sir?
Oh.
Who came up with that? That's sick.
That is sick.
Hey, so I have a lot of free. I have free time this week, so I've been doing a lot of research on designing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
I bet
we start up. I can't afford to hire a team, so I'm dual headed. Actually, probably quadruple headed. So we got to do what we can. So I found the program that taught me how to do that right there, and we did it. I did it.
Look at that, man. That is awesome.
Just. I saw that, and I'm like, yeah, it caught my eye right away. I'm like, oh.
That's sick.
I was like, look at that. That is sick. Arlington, I'm getting to be 50, Arlington. You know me, I like to make Mr. Workman, with me, I like to make dumb bets and get tattoos. That I know I'm going to lose, and then I get a tattoo.
He's going to get it anyway.
I do like that little logo head of your guy right there. That might look good as a tattoo.
Yes.
Just saying. Can I steal that?
I can't get no more tattoos, so the missus, the missus already told me I'm done. I can't. So I would say I would do it with you, but I can't.
That'd have been sick if you could. That'd have been sick if you could. He would have loved it.
I can't do that one no more.
He would love that for sure.
Right. All right, guys. October 19th at League Center Sportsplex from 2 to 4. If you're a player, you try out. Go try out. It's a $100 tryout fee. You're going to compete for a roster spot. The link is there. We will put it up on our page and all of that. See, like right here, Jersey said, now that's dope as hell. I need that on a shirt, jersey, and a helmet with that logo. It's pretty good.
I'm working on that. I got somebody actually designing that now.
Can you do that? Can you do the fitted hats, not the snapbacks?
Yes.
I'm working on those.
Or could be ordered?
I actually
doesn't exist. I want a hat like that.
Well, if you go to the team site, I got some hats on there too. You might like. So
are they fitted?
The store has, so it's store.Texas Syndicate Group. I got a few things on there that we designed. I got to update the designs now that we're with a league. So we're gonna have some new stuff coming out in a couple of weeks. once I get some time to sit down with the design team and we figure some things out. So if any fans got some ideas for what they want some shirts or merchandise to look like, hit me up. I'm telling you, I will put it together and we will put it on the store and we'll see how it goes.
Arlington, I just went on there and I like the accessory one. I like the cups. I like the classic tees. We got to get. I need a. Oh. I don't know if I like the orange or the blue one better.
Dude, you need to get off the air before your wife kills you.
I do. Guys, go to Louis. Hold on, let me get back to it because I got confused. League City Sport Complex on Sunday, October 19th from 2 to 4. Mr. Workman, you'll be there, correct?
Yes, I will be there.
Ned will be there.
Ned will be there.
Your quarterback will be there. Go down, support this man. Or no, you don't know if Ned will be?
No, I don't know if the quarterback's coming out for that.
Okay, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Ned will be there.
Right. And if you're a fan, you want to go talk to these guys. They'll tell you how to sign up and become a member and become an owner of this team when all that stuff comes out. Did I miss anything?
Spurs.
Did we miss anything, sir?
Tell them goodbye.
Nah,
I'm trying to keep you alive.
Yeah, and I don't want your wife to come down here and get me either. So
I'm leaving. So Arlington, you got the rest of this?
Goodbye, sir. Thank you. Workman, thank you so much for hopping on with us, man, and definitely talking about the Texas Syndicate. And like Spurs said, man, open doors for you, man, and all the best. I can't wait to see what comes of this coming in 2026 now. I'm excited for you.
Thank you, man. We gonna grind. That's what I'm saying.
Sir.
We're gonna grind. Just
right.
vote for the underdogs because we're the underdogs.
Exactly.
Right now.
There it is. One more time. The event October 19th, League City Sportsplex. Make sure folks in Houston, y'all come on out and y'all check in with Texas Syndicate player trials and the community free event. Okay. All right, Mr. Workman, have a great rest of your night. And again, come on through anytime you got some news or anything that you want to put out for the Syndicate. We'll do that for you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Quincy Workman, co-founder and owner of the Texas Syndicate. Proud to have him on the show tonight. All right, about to get up out of here. Seriously, it's time. All right. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the X-Fan Show Thursday night. We'll be back again on next week. We didn't even go over the picks. Just know this part. We both went 7-7, and I still have a 3-game lead on Spurs. Thank you, Jacksonville, so much for beating Kansas City. All right, we out of here. X-Fan Show Thursday is a wrap. Again, we'll check in with you Thursday right here on our Facebook page, YouTube, Twitch, and X at the X-Fan Show. Good night, y'all.